If you ever find yourself stuck in the trunk of your car, stay calm. All cars are supposed to be equipped with an emergency latch to help open the trunk from the inside in the unlikely case it happens. These latches are so well thought out that they can be opened by people of all ages. More so, handles are designed to glow in the dark, too. You can even pull them with the mouth if there's not enough wiggle room to use your hands. Never mind how you ended up in the trunk in the first place. Moving on. If you're ever working with needle and thread, remember you don't need to stick the needle directly into the spool. You may end up losing the needle altogether. Not to mention you can easily hurt your fingers. A lot of modern sewing kits these days come with a designated place for safeguarding the needles. It's located at the bottom part of the thread spool. You'll just need to pull it out. It's even made to hold multiple sewing needles at a time. Disposable ballpoint pens come with a little secret of their own. Did you ever notice that in some of them there's a small hole in the plastic part? It's actually a rudimentary ventilation system. It's supposed to let the ink easily make it to the tip of the pen. Okay, I know it's in the name, but you really don't need to shake the seasoning shaker to get any product out. Don't believe me? Hey, you're not the only one. Go grab your favorite seasoning bottle out of your pantry. If it has one of those removable plastic caps, it's perfect for the experiment. Instead of shaking the bottle, try holding it from the plastic cap while it's upside down. Now, gently twist the bottle from side to side and, before you know it, you get some gorgeously flowing seasoning without having to wiggle the shaker and make a mess all over the stove. On the same note, most salt and pepper shakers should have ridges on the bottom of the glass portion. In case you get any seasoning stuck in there, place the bottom of the salt shaker against the bottom of the pepper shaker and wiggle it around so the ridges click with each other. The seasoning should easily pour out now without you having to open the bottle. In colder weather, you often have so many clothing layers on you that you can hardly feel the purse or back straps on your shoulder anymore. Not to mention how fast they can slide off. Some jackets come with a built-in solution for that, in the form of a small tab on the shoulder with either a hook or a button. It's meant to be opened and closed comfortably, so you can keep your purse in place at any time. You're most likely using it merely to peel the skin of potatoes, carrots, or cucumbers. But you can use your vegetable peeler for chopping fine strips of onion as well. Just cut the onion into quarters vertically and then start slicing. This might also help out with those embarrassing onion tears. Most people miss this one, but should you ever have a closer look at your toothpaste tube, you will surely see some sort of coloring there, either a dot or a block. Colors can vary. They can be black, green, red, or even blue. These color spots are actually meant to help the assembly machines back at the toothpaste factory. They recognize when and where these machines need to cut the toothpaste tubes and proceed to fold them for packaging. For most types of footwear, if there's anything that seems a bit out of place, always know that it's there for a reason. Most manufacturers don't put extra items on shoes just for fun. It would definitely be a waste of time and resources. For footwear like boots, for example, there's often a small loop at the top back of the shoe. It's there to help you when you need to put the shoe on, since you can quickly pull on it. Plus, you can also hang the shoes somewhere, most likely to dry, since most boots are meant to be worn in the colder weather. Now, I've been guilty at least once of overdressing with a bunch of layers just so I won't need to jam everything in my check-in bag. But does it become a problem when you actually have to get seated? What do you do with your coat or your jacket? Well, have a closer look next time you board a plane on the seat in front of you. The hook that keeps the tray table upright can double as a jacket hook. As long as you don't need to have any meals while in the air, you're good to go. Now, most mascaras expire within 3 to 6 months, I'm told, depending on the manufacturer. But you can help speed up that process if you're not careful enough. Continuously pumping the mascara wand, trying to mix in the product, actually pushes more air into the tube. This can make it dry much faster, and you evidently won't get the desired results with it anymore. There's an easy way to check if your mascara is still good enough to use. If you don't hear a popping noise when you take the brush out, you may very well need to go get yourself a new mascara tube. Now I know we're living in the era of Bluetooth-connected devices, but for better quality sound, they still recommend using headphones that connect via audio jacks. Remember seeing black ridges on those jacks? They aren't there just to make them fit when you plug them into your phone or laptop. Made out of a special insulating material, these bands are meant to guard the wires when sound is being transmitted. Based on the number of bands, you can figure out which end goes where. Some empty space under noodles in a cup doesn't mean the company producing them wants to cheat you out of a full portion. No. It's a manner of keeping the noodles intact during their transportation. It also helps with the circulation of hot water that is poured over the products before you can enjoy them. The V-shaped neckline was initially designed to serve a bunch of objectives. First, as a way of prolonging the life of the garment that would maintain its shape over the years. It's also there to fit your head through the shirt in case it needs some stretching. This way, it ensures a snugger grip around the neck. Lastly, it helps absorb sweat in case you're wearing the shirt while exercising. Now, it's not necessarily a custom anymore, but you may have stumbled upon a dinner jacket with an additional mysterious pocket on the right side. Turns out, this pocket was used by men to easily reach their train tickets, since most of them had to travel to work every day. It helped them keep their jacket buttoned up, but also benefited from the use of a pocket. Now it's only added as a decoration, and it doesn't serve an actual purpose anymore. Speaking of things we don't use these days, or at least for their initial purpose, did you know Play-Doh was originally a cleaning product? In the 1920s, the market was in need of a product that could help them wipe the wallpapered areas around coal-burning furnaces. The recipe for what we now know as Play-Doh was thus invented. It was manufactured in white only and was supposed to clean wallpaper by being rolled back and forth over the dirt. It was only later, in the 1940s, that new products for cleaning wallpaper were brought up, and Play-Doh was redirected toward another area of the market. Now, while I enjoy a nice piece of toast for breakfast, isn't it pesky to have to clean out the toaster? Well, not anymore, since I recently found out that toasters have a slide or a panel at the bottom that helps get rid of all those annoying breadcrumbs easily. Now, there used to be a time when you could only have access to video games by inserting cartridges in your console of choice. These tiny objects gave many doctors a lot of headaches. People soon started popping up in hospitals after swallowing small game cartridges, especially the younger generation. Nintendo, the company that manufactures the majority of these devices, had to come up with a creative solution to prevent these accidents. So these days, Nintendo Switch cartridges are purposely coated with specific chemicals that can leave a really bad, bitter taste in the mouth. Not that I'd, recommend you ever try and taste for yourself. Remember moving around on those scooter boards during gym class? Or, more accurately, bashing your fingers repeatedly while holding onto the handles? Somehow they managed to be designed perfectly to cause the most finger damage as possible. But it turns out that we all miss the actual use of these handles on the slides. Guess what? They're finger guards, not handles at all. The plastic loops on the sides of the boards were designed to protect your fingers from the exact walloping that we all gave ourselves by using them wrong. See, the correct way to hold on is to slide your hands through the hole and grip the base of the board itself. This way, you'll block your knuckles from knocking into other boards and obstacles while you're having the time of your life scooting around. When you're getting out of the shower and wrapping yourself in a cozy bathrobe, which way are you supposed to tie it? This way, right? With the belt through all the loops tied around your waist? I mean, that's how all belts work. Is it a trick question? Yup. Bathrobes actually work better tied like this. Slide the belt through the first two loops on the front and pull it tight. It's so much easier to wrap it nice and tight. Look at this division symbol. I bet you've never put together what the little-known meaning behind the design is. It's a fraction, but with the numbers replaced by dots. Makes perfect sense, right? Why didn't any of us notice it? If you slice open an avocado but don't use it, there's a way to keep it from going brown. Store it in a glass of water in the fridge. It'll last 2 to 3 days longer. When you're microwaving some popcorn for movie night and are about to pour it from the bag into a bowl, stop. There's actually a useful feature built into the microwavable bags that barely anyone uses. Once it's all popped, the end of the bag will have a slight opening. Before you tear it open wider, tip the bag upside down and shake it. It's designed to let the pesky unpopped kernels fall out. Shake them all out, and you'll have a perfect bowl of popcorn every time. Sunblock has an unknown use that could come in handy if you ever have a permanent marker on your skin and a can of sunblock spray handy. Just spray it on the marker and wipe off. There you go. It also works on hard surfaces like your kitchen tiles. So the next time you unleash your artistic talent with a Sharpie somewhere you shouldn't, you're covered. If the batteries in your remote run out of juice, there's a hidden feature to give them a bit more life. Take them out and rub the ends together on both sides. This cleans off the connectivity points and gives the chemicals inside time to redistribute. This means you've got more time to run to the store to buy more batteries. Look up. See your ceiling fan? Okay, if you don't have a ceiling fan, just go with it and imagine you do. Well, it has a hidden feature that you probably don't know. It might be a switch on the fan itself or a button on the remote, but most fans have the ability to change directions. And there's a reason you really want it to. In winter, you want it to spin clockwise, which pushes all the hot air from the ceiling down. In the summer, you want to spin it counterclockwise to pull the cool air that pulls around the floor up to circulate around the room. This next one's a huge deal. Your microwave probably has a silent mode. Yeah, that's right. All your 3 a.m. burritos that you heated up with your finger hovering over the stop button to hit it 1 second before the timer went off could have actually been a lot less stressful. It depends on the mode, but by either pressing or holding the 0 or 1 button, you should be able to activate the silent mode. Now you can microwave to your heart's content anytime. Those springy door stops at your baseboards that make the boing sound aren't just door stops. They're also door holders. By holding them down and opening the door over them, the spring latches onto the bottom of the door and locks it open. Yeah, we all miss that one. Did you know you've probably been putting on your running shoes wrong? See, there's a small hole at the top where the laces end that's called a heel lock. Can you guess what it does? Yeah, it locks your heels. That way, they don't slip around and give you a blister or slide your sock down, which is just the worst feeling, isn't it? So what you're supposed to do is loop each lace into its heel lock hole, which creates a small loop. The opposite lace then goes through that loop. Tie your laces tight just like you normally would, and whoa, your heels are secure. Speaking of shoelaces, if you accidentally knot them so well that even you, with your incredible muscles, can't undo them, there's a common baking ingredient that has a hidden feature that can help. Yep, you heard me right, a baking ingredient. Cornstarch can make your gravy thicker, or it can untie stuck knots. It's so talented! Just sprinkle it on any knot, coating it completely, and it will slide free easily. It works on necklaces, ropes, yarn, etc. It doesn't work on knots in your muscles though, unfortunately. But hey, you can always give it a try. Uh-oh, did you put on your friend's ring without thinking how much smaller their hands are than yours? And now it's stuck. Just grab a bottle of Windex, my friend. Yup, Windex cleans your windows, of course, but it also has a neat little secret talent at removing stuck rings. A little spritz, and that bling will slide right off. Cool, huh? Why has no one ever taught us that? Let's say you're writing something in pencil, like an exam, but whoops, you forgot your eraser. Strangely, you didn't forget to bring your bread to the test. So you've got that, which is all you need to clear up that mistaken answer you just wrote down. Roll the bread up tightly until it has a texture best described as, well, eraser-like. Then go at it, erasing like you normally would. Why have the bread makers been hiding this from us? This could have been useful in so many situations when I brought bread to my school exams. If you wear leather jackets, first off, you're cool. Second off, you're probably missing out on a hidden feature that's not so hidden and is actually in plain sight. The straps on the top of the shoulders of your jacket aren't just for decoration. If you unbutton them while you slide on the straps of your bag, you can clip them shut again over your bag straps, locking them in place. No matter how many jumping jacks or cartwheels or breakdancing head spins you do, your bag is not going anywhere. When you need to wrap up some leftovers, tin foil is your friend. But it also has a place in the laundry room because of this secret use. Imagine you run out of dryer sheets. Your clothes come out of the dryer full of so much static that they make your hair stand up straight like a cartoon evil scientist's. Here's what you need to do. Crush up 2 sheets of tinfoil into tight balls. Throw those clothes back in the dryer with the balls and give them another round. They'll come out static-free. After you make hard-boiled eggs, they're in hot water. Some would say boiling hot. So how do you get them out easily without reaching in? A whisk. Push it over the egg and it will pop into the wire cradle. Now you can pull it right out with ease and comfort. The colors of the clips on bread bags actually convey a secret meaning. They're showing you the day of the week that the loaf was packaged. Blue means Monday, brown means Tuesday, and white means Friday. Yeah, it's not just random colors. And most bread brands follow the same system because there's one company that supplies a lot of these clips. So when picking out the perfect loaf, you can gauge the freshness by the color.
We know how much homeowners love to make their houses picture perfect. It can soon become a struggle though once you try to flatten out those pesky corners of a new rug. But there is one genius trick that can help. Just plop a few ice cubes and a heavy object on the corner and voila! Flat rug, no more tripping over the rolled up edges. Sitting in your car, frozen and grumpy, watching your windows slowly defrost is about as fun as watching paint dry. And let's not forget the disaster that is wiping the mist off the inside. But hey, if you don't want to risk getting slapped with a fine, you better give this funky demisting trick a try. People have tried it all, but apparently it was the cat litter that won the condensation game. Just grab an old sock or pair of tights, fill them up with cat litter, tie it up, and plop it under your car's windows. It's so effective that it should do the trick in just 10 minutes. The cat litter works by absorbing the moisture in the air. Cleaning our stoves ain't fun either, let's be honest. But fear not, because one cleaning guru on TikTok has come to the rescue with a genius trick that'll make cleaning your stove a breeze. All you need is some oven spray, cling film, and a lot of patience. Start by spraying some cleaning product on the stove. Then cover the whole thing in cling film. Here's where your patience will be needed. You'll have to wait a whole day for the cleaning product to work its magic. But trust me, once you remove that cling film, the stains will have melted off. That leftover mess on your stove can be scrubbed off easily now. Finish the job using a regular cloth for the rest of the grind. It's time you forget about fancy schmancy car trash cans. Why waste your money on those when you can repurpose a plastic cereal container? It's small enough to fit in your car, and the flip-top opening means your trash won't go flying all over the place when you take sharp turns. Plus, just line it with a plastic grocery bag, and you're ready to go. Feel like your feet need a bit of pampering? You can skip the expensive spa day at your local salon. All you need is a sanitary pad, some toothpaste, and baking soda. Mix the toothpaste with the baking soda powder and spread it evenly on the pad. Place it on the soles of your feet and slip a sock on so it's nice and snuggly. The pad should keep the mixture and moisture in so you don't make a mess all over your house. After an hour or two, rinse off the toothpaste mixture with plenty of water. You'll notice how soft the soles of your feet have become. For that extra step, add some moisturizer too. Those trusty sanitary pads can be used for all sorts of stuff around your house too, like for freshening up your drawers. Just spritz some perfume on a pad. Place it next to your clothes of choice and voila! Your gym clothes, for example, will smell like a fragrant bouquet. And don't forget to throw one in your gym bag too. Oh boy, time to give those lampshades the love they deserve. Grab a trusty lint roller and watch in amazement as you unveil a whole new world of colors underneath that forever dust. Who knew your lampshades were secretly chameleon? Say goodbye to dog hair and hello to your new household best friend, the rubber squeegee brush. This bad boy can snatch up so much fur from your carpet that you'll be wondering if you even own a pet. Just stroke it short and quick over your rug and watch it unleash a furry storm. And if you're wondering about your hardwood floors, fear not. The rubber bristles work like magic to create one giant fur ball. Save yourself from cleaning cabinets and furniture tops by hooking them up with fashionable hats. They're made out of wax paper or paper bags. The dirt and grease will stick to your new accessories, and when it's time for a new look, just swap them out every few months. You know that feeling when you finally peel off a bumper sticker or parking permit, but then you're left with a sticky mess? There's a simple solution though. Slap a wet piece of newspaper on top of that gunk and let it marinate for 15 minutes. Then poof, the glue will be as soft as a fluffy cloud and you can wipe it away with ease. If your dishwasher is stinking up your kitchen, it's time to get your detective hat on. Check that filter for any leftovers lurking in there. Then add a splash of vinegar to your next hot wash cycle. Those pesky food particles could be the culprits behind your dishwasher's funky fragrance. Get ready to be a Vaseline wizard. Say goodbye to pesky polish smudges with a simple solution. Slather some Vaseline around your nails before you go to town with a brush. Once you're done, wipe away the excess without the need for any nail polish remover. And if you're feeling fancy, make that perfume last even longer by adding a touch of Vaseline to your neck and wrists. It's like a scent superhero, keeping those fragrance molecules from flying away too soon. Have you checked out your shower curtain lately? It might be looking pretty grimy and gross. Toss that bad boy in the washing machine with a couple of towels and voila, no more soap scum stains. The towels will help with scrubbing away all that mess while they're tumbling in the washing machine. Say goodbye to single socks with a strip of foam pipe insulation. Measure and cut each piece, then place it in that sneaky gap between your washer and dryer or wall. Those pesky socks will never go missing again. Got a wobbly table that's cramping your style? Your trusty bottle cork is here to save the day. Slice off a piece of that bad boy, glue it to the wobbly leg, and voila! You've got yourself a sturdy surface to rest your drink on. A hammer is more than just a smashing tool. The back of this tool can actually hold a nail for you. No more risking your fingers or giving yourself a thumbectomy. Just slide it into the claw and bam, you're ready to nail it. Want to know the saucy way to pick up a sizzling lid? Ditch those boring oven mitts and grab yourself a pair of tongs. But wait, don't just go in head first. Use the middle. Trust me, it's hot and it's effective. Care to find out how to keep your dressing gown from slipping and sliding all over the place? Got you covered. Instead of going through all the loops, just place the cord through the front ones. You don't even need it to be wrapped around you. All the business will be in the front. Tie that cord up nice and tight, and you'll be strutting around in no time. Bet you didn't know the right way to light a multi-wick candle. You'll never hurt the tips of your fingers again. Truth is, you don't light them one by one. Just light the first one. Then angle the candle in the right position so it lights up the other ones too. So, apparently, we've all been using deodorant wrong. Who knew? You're supposed to lather that stuff on before going to bed. That's because our underarms are supposed to soak it in overnight for maximum effectiveness. I'm here to save you from the USB struggle bus. You know that symbol on the cord? Yeah, it's not just there for decoration. Align the seam with the opposite edge of the tongue, and voila! You're in business. No more flipping it upside down and sideways like a crazy person. Thank me later.
Seatbelt on the passenger seats has a fabric loop. When put under a great amount of pressure, the stitches on the loop rip apart, so the excess fabric can assist in cushioning the passengers. The extra few inches can make a great difference within a dire circumstance. However, there isn't one on the driver's side. As the driver is so close to the steering wheel, it's safer for them not to have one. Seatbelts were originally invented in the mid-19th century, though this technology wasn't brought into common practice until the 1960s. Pre-collision sensory technology has assisted with developing the safety of seatbelts and other features to the next level. Effectively predicting a car's collision, the technology directs the seatbelts to automatically tighten, aligning the airbags and ensuring the brakes will be preloaded to reduce shock. Every year, 6 million car accidents occur, which explains why all cars still must continue to develop safety features, not only to alleviate accidents, but to protect people more effectively within their cars. The materials that make up the body of cars only started getting replaced within the last 25 years, ranging from aluminum and magnesium alloys to carbon fiber composites. These lighter materials not only enable a more fuel-efficient journey, but they also ensure that when a car is in an accident, its build provides a crumple zone. As a car hits another object, the crumple zone absorbs energy from the collision. Although this would appear to cause more damage to the car, it helps prevent impact on the passengers. Front and rear bumpers are very underrated, and due to their long history of being used in cars, you can't imagine a time we didn't use them. They were invented in the late 1800s. The bumpers evolved over the years to the point we don't even realize we have them. But they're there, quietly waiting under the outer covers, consisting of compressible foam or plastic around a rigid reinforced bar. All the windows of your car are made of glass, but the windshield is made of a shatterproof version. It's laminated, so whatever might hit it, you can be sure there won't be any shards of glass falling into the front seats. Normal glass was used up until the 1950s. As vehicles became more prominent, they made modifications to ensure safety. Airbags seem like another common feature that has always been there. In fact, they were originally invented in 1968 and were ahead of their time. They slowly gained popularity, and through safety precautions for cars, they eventually became mandatory for all cars to have, only in 1998. They have since developed from just being an airbag within the steering wheel. Today, depending on the vehicle, they can be located throughout the car, ensuring all potential passengers will be protected. Crash sensors connected to an onboard computer detect when a collision occurs and trigger the bags, inflating within milliseconds and providing a cushioned safety within a blink of an eye. It can be difficult to predict the weather, and even more so to determine traction on the road. In the late 1960s, anti-lock braking systems, ABS, were implemented in vehicles. Before that, they had been used in many aircraft, with designs going as far back as 1908. They soon became a necessity for all vehicles, ensuring traction is maintained on slippery surfaces and that there is complete control when braking. Today, ABS has advanced so much that the latest variations ensure further detection when there are strong crosswinds. Cruise control, initially invented in 1948, has been in constant development over many decades. Today, adaptive cruise control ensures that when the car is cruising at a constant speed and detects a slower car ahead, it will then adjust the speed to match the car in front. Other advanced variants may also ensure the car will make a complete stop once identifying that the car in front has done the same. It's easy to forget to have your high beams on when driving on the long and lonesome road for many hours. Automatic high beams are quickly becoming more common. High-tech camera modules can easily determine what type of light is passing through and help ensure when the high beam will be necessary. Although versions of automatic high beams have been around since the 1950s, they counted on light-sensitive sensors and were very unreliable. The new varieties can identify the sources of light, whether it's from the sun, directly from a car's light, or even from the reflection on a sign, ensuring you won't cause issues with other drivers. It's a pain in the neck to have to ensure there isn't anyone creeping into that semi-visible corner, the blind spot, which causes around 400,000 accidents per year. Solar sensors within rear bumpers of vehicles and blind spot monitoring systems watch and identify adjacent lanes. They alert the driver that a vehicle may be in the lane beside them, whether by flashing lights on the dash or from beeping sounds. This way, they help to alleviate the many concerns the blind spot causes. 1.6 million road accidents are caused by texting and driving, and fatigue normally causes up to 10% of all car accidents per year. The driver attention monitor helps to alleviate both statistics. It works through sensors that monitor the car's movements and the amount of steering corrections to ensure the driver is paying attention to the road. When the system identifies that the driver isn't completely awake or is slightly distracted with their phone, it will prompt signals to suggest it's time for a break. Tires are among the most critical components for your car, with a close relationship with whatever path you take. Many safety features rely on the tires themselves for their own independent purposes. That's why it's super important to ensure the tires are always in top condition. Tire pressure monitoring systems check the air pressure of all 4 tires, ensuring you're aware when they need their pressure increased to avoid the risk of a blowout. The constant evolution in technologies continues to ensure you stay safe on longer stretches of the road. Lane departure warnings focus on the lines on the road, ensuring the car stays within. Whenever a car starts drifting over a line in the road without signaling to do so, the camera-based feature identifies and signals to the driver. The lane keeping assist feature follows the same method of identifying when the car is intruding the bordering lane. When it gets too close, it will readjust the steering and center the car within its appropriate lane. Other features in more advanced cars have autonomous driving capabilities. The autopilot systems have taken cruise control to the next level. Not only does it allow the vehicle to steer itself in the intended lane while maintaining a set speed, but it also changes lanes when required, making the ride more and more efficient. Some safety features are only just making a trend in car models worldwide. For example, night vision using thermographic cameras to look out for pedestrians and animals nearby. It goes within the infotainment screen, facing frontwards and identifying objects from their heat signatures. It's estimated that there are over 1.4 billion cars in use worldwide, and as the world's population increases, it's expected that the number of cars will follow suit. Safety features will continue to adapt further beyond what we know of today. Infrared headlights will be further adapted to be used in conditions with poor visibility, like storms, snow, and fog. They'll be capable of enhancing the visibility of the driver in all conditions without affecting the sight of passing drivers. Driver override systems will soon be able to monitor and identify human behavior. Whether due to reckless conduct on the road or for other safety precautions, cars will soon have the functionality to take complete control of themselves, ensuring both the passengers and the driver's safety. Augmented reality windshields are in early development already, providing some indicator reflections from the dash onto the windshield. So it's quite possible that soon all necessary directions from maps and alerts will appear right in front of the driver to ensure they never take their eyes off the road. Airbags will soon not only just be used within a car to ensure the passenger's safety, they will also activate from the outside of the car once they identify a definitive collision. The airbags will inflate outwards, covering the entire outside of the car and drastically reducing its impact. It may be so advanced that the bodywork of the car won't even need to be buffed out. The future technology of cars is expected to be so progressive that the cars themselves will have their own form of communication, not with human drivers, but with other cars. Just imagine cars communicating and sharing information as they identify roadblocks, issues on the road, or disruptive weather patterns. It will all ensure the most efficient and safest route possible.
So, take a small piece of fabric of a specific color and tie it to your luggage. This way, you'll save a lot of time waiting for your luggage to arrive because most people have similar ones, but now you can instantly recognize yours. It's annoying how often it feels like so many stick deodorants go to waste. You start feeling the container uncomfortably rubbing against your skin even when plenty of deodorants are still left. But there is an easy trick to use the last bit in there. Unscrew the bottom and force a pencil underneath that moving platform to push another inch of deodorant out. That gives you a few more weeks to use it. Just don't poke yourself with a pencil. That's the pips. You're running out of your favorite hand cream, but it seems the tube still has some. If you cannot push hard enough to get the rest of it, take scissors, cut the tube of cream in half, and use one more day. When you wrote something on the paper and want to cross it out and not allow anyone to read it, don't just scribble over those words. Simply write random words and letters over the original, and no one will understand what the actual writing was about. I learned that one at spy school. If you often need something to prop up your phone, you don't have to look for random objects. Just take your sunglasses. They have a perfect shape of a phone holder. Use the inside of the toilet paper when you're at a public toilet. It's better to avoid covering the seat of a bathroom, too. When you flush a toilet, germs spring around and spray over the roll of nearby toilet paper, too. But if you have your own paper tissues, it'll be even better to use them. Greek yogurt flip cups. You probably want something extra when eating your Greek yogurt, like honey. You mostly get a tasty dollop of fruit and cookie crumbs. But those additional compartments are really narrow, so you can't even reach what's inside unless you have some tiny spoon. Well, check the word on the lid. It says flip. Yep, flip those small compartments over so their contents can mix with your yogurt. Bon appetit! Business cards are so easy to lose. Next time someone gives you one, take a picture of it just in case. If you lose it somewhere in your bag, at least you know where you can always find it. If you're not sure how to iron a button-up shirt, just flip it inside out. That way you'll easily pass across the button side with your iron. Sometimes, even though you have a bag inside your trash bin, add the old newspaper to the bottom just in case. The paper will absorb food juices so they won't break through the bag and leave your bin messy. When you travel, make a bar of scented soap one of the essentials you take everywhere. Put it in the bag or compartment where you keep your dirty clothes. That will help to keep it smelling nice, at least until you find a place where you can wash it. There's a trick in how you can check if your batteries are good or bad. Just drop them on a table from around 6 inches. They're okay if they give just one tiny bounce and fall over. If not, if they continue bouncing around more, they're either on their way out or already dead. When you're taking a selfie and want to look more natural, squint your eyes. Not everybody feels comfortable in front of the camera, so you may look stiff. But this way, your smile will be more genuine in the photos. We all know how frustrating it is to have a container that doesn't fit in the sink, and you still need to fill it with water. Just use a dustpan, a clean one of course. Place it in a sink and enjoy this brilliant new way in your bathroom. If you wrote down a recipe or had a cookbook and don't feel like going to your table and checking it out all the time, take a pants hanger. Hang it somewhere in your kitchen to continue with slicing, chopping, and cooking, and quickly check if you're following all the necessary steps. If you're not a fan of the taste of stale cereal, here's a trick that will help you keep them fresh even if they remain in the box for a longer time. Don't close the top panels of your cereal like you usually do with a square box. Pack it so it reminds you more of a milk carton. First, collapse 3 of the 4 pieces of cardboard to make an opening. Out of 2 long strips, leave 1 turned up. Now tuck the 2 side panels inward into a V shape. To hold it like this, pinch the unfolded flap of your cardboard into the opposite flap. Now crimp the opening to keep it in place. With a tighter seal, your cereal will remain fresh for a longer time. Place a wooden spoon across a boiling pot of liquid. That way you'll prevent it from boiling over. We all sometimes lend our stuff to friends and forget who took what. Take a picture of them holding the item so you remember where your things are. Chargers can sometimes bend if you carry them around in a bag. Take a spring from one of your old pens and wrap it around the critical part of the cable. It will prevent the cable from breaking. Now, we all love pancakes, sure, but preparing them can be really frustrating because it's almost impossible not to make a mess. Almost. If you use an old ketchup bottle and fill it with pancake mix, you'll certainly avoid most of the cleaning after it, and have a nice treat too. If you like going to the beach but are often afraid someone might take your stuff, try this trick. Take an old bottle of sun lotion and clean it out. Place your phone, keys, and money inside and close it. Looks casual enough for people around to think you don't have any valuables within your stuff. If you're having a barbecue gathering with your friends and looking for a practical way to serve condiments, here's a simple solution: a muffin tin. Less mess because you'll cut down on dishwashing, plus you save space at the table and keep things more organized. How to finally be able to differentiate your keys that all look so similar. Take different nail polishes. Now, you'll only need to remember which color is for which door. We all sometimes forget to put deodorant on before leaving the house. No worries, just pat your armpits dry and go with hand sanitizer. It's an excellent way to deal with bacteria that are actually a true reason for that unpleasant smell when sweating. Now, if you're keeping count, that's the second tip today about your armpits. Just saying. When you want to amplify the sound and don't own speakers or any other equipment that would help you, just place your phone in a glass jug. Woohoo! Party! Save a couple of toilet paper rolls and use them as cuffs, so your wrapping paper doesn't unroll and make a mess. Any fans of iced cappuccinos or iced coffee here? Prepare some coffee and make frozen coffee cubes. That way, your beverage won't get watered down when you want to make it colder. When mobile phones just turned up, it looked like designers wanted to make them as small as possible. But over time, phones got so many other options besides just texting and calling. So many new models, for example, the latest iPhones, have a bigger screen now. It seems like now you need to use both hands for typing once again. Unless you change the keyboard setting, open the keyboard, any app is good, and look for the global icon or the emoji icon. Press it and hold it down until you see the keyboard menu pop up. Do you see those three keyboard icons at the bottom? Pick the left one if you're right-handed, so the keyboard on your phone will compress itself to the left side. The keyboard will move toward the right side if you take the right side. Or go to Settings, then General, choose Keyboard, and then One-handed Keyboard. You get the same result. Hey, if you're using your phone to watch something and are tired of propping it up and having it fall back down, try using your sunglasses. Simply place them upside down and use the parts that go around your ears to hold the phone in place. You can put old newspaper at the bottom of your trash bags to absorb food juices. This way, when you come to take out the trash, you don't get that gross liquid dripping on your floor. If you have flowers that are starting to droop, try placing a copper coin in the water. Copper is a natural fungicide, so adding a penny to the water helps protect your flowers from bacteria. This way, your flowers will stay fresh for longer. You can use the spring from an old pen to stop your charger's wire bending and fraying. Just take out the spring and wrap it around the top of the wire near the connector. Moving objects through a door when it keeps closing is super annoying. So instead, tie a rubber band around the handle on each side of the door so that it crosses over the latch. The latch then won't be able to pop out and the door won't lock shut. You can use a paper clip to find the end of your tape. Simply place the clip under the end of the tape and you'll never have to hunt again. To check whether your bed sheets are fully dried, take a mirror and place it underneath. Leave it there for around 5 minutes, and if it steams up, it means the sheets are still damp. A damp bed can be a breeding ground for mold and other nasty fungi. Running a Post-it note over your laptop keyboard will help get rid of the built-up grime and any pesky bits of food. Now wait, you don't actually eat at the computer, do you? Instead of filling your purse or wallet with store loyalty cards, you can take a photo of them. Just take one snap of the barcode as well as a picture of the front so you know which card it is. Then, when you visit the store, just scan the barcode on your phone to collect your points. Forgot to put your drink in the fridge? Wrap a wet paper towel around it and put it in the freezer. In just 15 minutes, your drink will be ice cold. You can paint the end of your keys with different colored nail polish so you can easily identify which key is which. To stop your wrapping paper from unrolling, you can cut open an old toilet paper roll and use it as a cuff. In order to pour the perfect amount of oil or salad dressing, poke holes in the foil seal rather than removing it completely. This prevents a big amount rushing out quickly. To prevent Band-Aids from slipping off your finger, cut a line on either side. The Band-Aid, not the finger. This will create 4 smaller sticky strips rather than one large one, and it will be much easier to secure. When your candle is burned down and the wick is difficult to reach with a lighter, you can use a stick of spaghetti. Just light the end and you'll have a longer stick that burns just as well, so you can get to those hard-to-reach places. Secure a rubber band over the top of your paint can so that you can wipe excess paint onto it. This stops paint running down the sides of your can and keeps things neat and tidy. If you're struggling to get your taco shells to stay in place, use a muffin tray. Flip the tray upside down, spray it with oil, and place your tortillas in the gap. Cook them for around 10 minutes at 700 degrees for the perfect crispy taco shell. You can use a water bottle to separate egg yolks. Hold the bottle over the yolk and squeeze it to suck the yolk up. Drop it into a separate bowl and you're good to go. Looking for a lost earring or pin on the floor? Place a stocking over the end of your vacuum and move it over the floor. The small object will get picked up without getting vacuumed. Next time you're struggling to clean your ceiling fan, use a pillowcase. Slide the pillowcase over each blade to wipe off the dust. This way, excess dust is caught inside the pillowcase and won't rain down on you. Poke a straw through your cherries to remove the stems. It's much quicker, and this way you don't waste as much fruit. If you're struggling to put a bracelet on your own hand, try using a paper clip. Open up the paper clip and slip it through the loops on the end of your bracelet. Hold the clip in the middle of your hand with your fingers, then flip the bracelet around your wrist. You should then be able to easily clasp it shut. To properly clean your blender, fill it with soap and hot water. Switch it on for around 10 seconds and let the swirling water do the hard work. Then just rinse it off and it's clean. Put down a strip of masking tape before nailing into plaster walls. The tape should stop the plaster from flaking or spreading dust all over the floor. When you're heating up leftovers, make a space in the middle with a spoon. The food will heat up much more evenly. Avoid the mess and frustration of peeling an orange by slicing off one end of the fruit. Then cut 4 to 6 slices and you'll find the peel will come off much easier. If you're struggling to use your butter because it's too cold, try using a cheese grater. Just grate the butter to make your life much easier. You can make a DIY garden sprinkler using an old plastic bottle. Punch some holes all over the bottle and then tape it to the end of your hose pipe. If your shoes smell bad, put a few dry tea bags into the shoe. The tea bags will absorb the smell. Potato chips are a perfect fire starter. The fat, oil, and chemicals inside make them super easy to burn. And yet, we still eat them. Can you see the irony? Try using toothpaste to remove small scratches on furniture. Rub a pea-size amount on the scratch in a circular motion until the scratch buffs out. Then wipe it with a damp cloth and voila! Candle wax that's been spilled on furniture can be removed with ice cubes. Rather than ruining the finish by trying to scrape it off, fill a plastic bag with ice and let it sit on the wax for a few minutes. The wax will then cool and harden, making it much easier to pick off. Drill a couple of small holes in the bottom of your trash can to stop the bag getting stuck when you pull it down. The holes stop the vacuum-like effect that keeps the bag pinned down. Crayon marks on the wall are a parent's nightmare, but you can use a hairdryer to get them off. Heat the marks for a few seconds to soften the wax, and then you should be able to just wipe it away. If you don't have the correct size coin to put in your shopping cart next time you go to the supermarket, you can use your key instead. If you have a key with a rounded end, you can insert that where the coin would go and the cart should unlock. You can easily remove the sticky residue from jars using cooking oil. Soak a cotton pad in some oil, then rub it on the sticky area. Allow it to sit for a few minutes, then it should wipe away easily. Attach a clothespin just under the head of your toothbrush to stop it from falling onto the dirty countertop. Maybe you should also clean your dirty countertop. To stop heavy flower pots from damaging your surfaces, stick furniture sliders to the bottom of the pot. You can use hair conditioner to make that new wool sweater less itchy. Just soak it in lukewarm water with a couple of tablespoons of conditioner and leave it for 15 minutes. Then just dry it and your sweater will be much softer. You can even wear it while you clean your dirty countertop.